Hello, here we are at Lucian Academy, and I'm just here to explain about what the question answering database finder does. And here we have the program, which is the example program for question answering database finder. And as you can see, this is the program that it produces. And it's very simple, and it produces programs in this format each time. So, to cut a long story short, it's a cultural translation tool. So, we have in the cultural translation tool, the original is translated into the translation, and then the translation is translated back into English, or the first language. And then we check that these two first language versions have the same meaning, so that's what this means here. And then of course, after it's done those things here, 1, 2, 3, which I was just talking about, we give it the English, and then it just returns the translation for that. Now, so on this page, I will quickly explain how it works. So we have our program that it produces here, and then we have this part, what is input variable? O, what variable is this last variable linked to? T, is this the last variable? No. What variable is the last variable linked to? B, is this the final variable? No. And what variable is this last variable linked to? O. And then we finally is this the final variable? Yes. And what is the final output of the variable? So we can see from this that it produces a program, and then if I can just zoom in here, we have the original here, the translation, and then translation and the back translation, which is also in English. So you can see it's A is here, the original and the back translation are tested to be the same, and then when we give it the original here, it gives the translation, which is B, which we could have just taken from the OT one, which is this list here. But we want to have back translation to check that it has, it's more rigorous, and it's often used in clinical trials because that increases the correctness, because in back translations, you're more likely to have words that are in one language represented in the other language, and then you don't have to know the other language, because when you back translate it, and then it has the same meaning, in both English versions have the same meaning, that means that it's likely that it has the same meaning, but you do have to check the individual words have the same meaning sometimes. Now, I've shown you that, and that's all. Thank you.